Hey everybody, how's it going? How we doing? Back in. Let's give it 10 seconds for the ad to finish. There we go. There we go. The ad's done. So yeah, we're back in Evolution. What the hell did we do yesterday? We got quite a bit done actually. Fragmentation Forge. Spent a bit of time just pushing ores into it. I've also put a pattern provider and a importer under it, just so we can start to use it to start crafting things. Yeah, and then this system down here is not exactly doing what I want. So like, what I think this is getting, so I think this is still getting the experience combs, and this is definitely getting the oily combs. But you've ended up with XP fluid in you, which what's probably happened is you've pushed into there. So I think I need to separate these to stop them from pushing out, because what's happening right now is you're wasting. You're wasting all that honey. Not that we're like actually doing anything with it, but I'm definitely missing some. So let's grab the honey. And let's grab glass. And we've got a ton of honey, but we don't have a ton of glass bottles. I need this tank. I need another singularity tank. Sure, we'll use tinted glass. So yeah, you've definitely pushed the XP into there. So yeah, we probably want to split those up a little bit. And we can just put those glass bottles in there. It might be good to just move the honey into there, the honeycomb. But that requires a lot of digging. I tell you what, let's turn that off. We got this going, which is cool. But today I want to get the atomic forge going, because I want to get that particle accelerator going. We've got a quest done. Where's the quest? Oh, it's for the Fragment Forge. Pipe upgrade, sure. You take those. Oh yeah. Let's we can install our hardened plating now. So you need a quantum research station. I need a quantum research station. Okay. That is on the line. What's the quantum research station look like? Quantum research. That's actually fine. And can we make sand? Right. Sand. We can pulverize or we can fragment gravel. Gravel we can get by fragmenting a type of cobble. And then glass we can get by smelting a type of sand. I'm assuming that is you. Okay, so you're cooking up the sand. You're probably going to take your time anyway because you're doing all that iron ore. Okay, now two of these. Is this cheaper or this? One, two, three. I think this is probably a better option. Nope, wrong one. That one, and then the quantum research station. Oh, I need 3 cores. And we'll put you there. What is an arcane research station? Arcane catalyst, arcane research station. Overcharged crystal can be crafted, but it's better in a particle collider. Can I particle? I can craft one of these now. I'm missing silver. Okay, let's just make sure. Let's just make sure you can do that. In fact, we'll do that until particle. So you're missing platinum. Okay, that we can do. So platinum in the fragmentation forge. Will give us a platinum clump. Can it be directly requested through the automatic be used before stored items in the multi-step recipes? I don't know if you always, or if there's a chance. Like if it always does that. I think it might always do that. Right, okay, so then you can get centrifuged in a fluid separator. You go in there. Okay, you're gonna get crafted. And then you can go in there in the alloyer. Ice cream man. So now, can we go particle accelerator? Crafting monitor. Yeah, so you just sit on the circuit and say what the circuit's doing, the crafting thing's doing. And then you're making plenty of netherite. That's good because you're 1-to-1 there. And we'll just make sure the platinum goes in. Anyway, I've got to get those machine cores. Actually, that's what I was after. Machine. There we go. So you need half a stack of motors. And then more biosteel. And then redstone. Was it half a stack of redstone? Yeah. And we could get night vision as well now. To be fair, night vision is actually pretty legit. What else do you want? Enderic lens and glowstone. Enderic lens, glowstone, how many lenses do you want? 48. Right, we'll just set them going. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those out of there now. And I'm going to say you and the fragmentation forge. And then you in the centrifuge. And then you in the foundry. And then again, you... foundry... fragment... get that replanned. To be honest, that could probably do with... I could probably do with another circuit. Right, hang on. Iron. Silver dust. Let's make tiny piles of nickel dust. Wait, who can still craft nickel dust? Oh, yeah, we don't need that anymore. Gold dust, bauxite dust, certisquat dust, coal dust, copper. I smelt you, you smelt into nuggets. Good, so I can do that. Lady Leonard. We'll get... you're all the way over there. I don't really care about you. Leave you there. So you are now crafting gold up. Nice. Spinning the gold clumps. How is this doing? And that's because you've run out of coal. So I could probably do with clearing that out at some point. What are you doing? Ooh. Just a second. B. B. Go on this. There we go. Idiot bee. Okay, so we're missing some stuff. Bio steel. What are we missing from you? Just wheat. You're going. Let's see if we can't get that wider. We just leave it. Leave it going. We'll get wheat. Right. Particle accelerator. Did we actually craft that? We did. particle accelerators are quite complex. Because of this, each part is split into different quests to break down how they all work. To create new items with this machine, you need to collide items from 2 separate controllers. So when particles of different items collide, they create new items. The particle starts from the particle accelerator block, where you can insert any item to be used as a particle. A straight guide ring needs to be placed right behind the controller, facing to the side with visuals aligning correctly. Once inserted, the particle travels along a route defined by guide rings. Can be right-clicked to add a 45-degree turn on one side. Another guide ring needs to be in the particle's path as defined by the guide rings, depending on the speed. This means that at higher speeds, the distance between the guide rings can be larger. The guide ring... When particles collide at high speed, they emit energy-dense tachyons. The higher the collision, the more energy will be ejected. By far, there'll be more tachyons. Tachyon absorbers can catch the particles and turn them into energy. Tachyons will always exit in random directions at the collision point. Surrounding the entire area in collectors ensures you'll catch them all. If all the tachyons are collected, you can get up to 3 times the energy that was used to accelerate the particles. However, for large collisions, a lot of high energy tachyons will be emitted, quickly filling the capacity of a single collector. Placing the tachyon absorbers further back allows the tachyons to be spread over multiple absorbers so they don't fill up too quickly and get overwhelmed. At higher collisions, tachyons travel further from the point of collision. When a redstone signal is applied to a non-straight guide ring, it becomes a switch block. When powered on, it leads particles straight. When powered off, it guides them into the original curve direction. The particle can also enter from the other direction, visualized by the smaller red glass tube, following the path of the white tube and entering both. At higher speeds, a particle can't take 2 tight turns. If the last full 90-degree turn is too close, it exits the guided path and shoots out into the world. If the distance between the guide rings is too big, or no next guide ring is found, it will also shoot out. A particle speed can be measured with a particle acceleration sensor. A comparator can then provide a redstone signal based on the particle speed, following show the required speed for each redstone level. Particle accelerators can be built in various ways. Depending on their goals, a straight line of linear motors can shoot particles at something, but higher speeds are more efficiently reached with a circular design. Very large rings might be needed to reach certain elements. Slow particles require guide rings to be close together, so starting in a small ring and then using redstone to move to a larger ring often makes sense. Multiple ring stages might be necessary for some cases. Okay. So to get abominable energy, that's why we need a particle collider. So this is a particle accelerator. Okay, and then your linear motors. So let's get guide ring, accelerator, acceleration sensor, tachyon absorber, and presumably guide ring. Okay, particle accelerator guide ring. You are in a molecular crafter. Molecular assembler. So do you have to be industrial glass? Industrial glass is this. I have to check that I can do it in there. And you're just missing wheat. Okay, the particle accelerator sensor. Okay, we can craft all of that. And then a tachyon absorber. Again. Right, tachyon. So you need... Why do you need nickel dust? Why do you need nickel dust? What needs nickel dust? Yeah, I can take those two out. Right, why can't... Right, okay, Heisenberg compensator. Oh, that needs a completely new machine. Okay. Nickel clump. Nickel clump. It's you, actually. Tachyon. Okay, you need to know how to make Heisenberg and compensator. Or is it the... maybe it's the... maybe it's this. Something in here. Oh, yeah, because you need a dubious container. Adamant? Right, how do we make adamant? Can we make adamant easily? Can alloy... Yeah, okay. Adamant. Okay, let's go Tachyon again. Okay. You now know how to make most of this. We're missing some coal, and it's this Heisenberg thing. So let's have a look at the engraver. Is it the engraver? Oh, it's in the atomic forge. So 2 adamant and some unholy intelligence. Alright, hang on, let's go to pattern provider. I guess now that we told it how to make adamant, it knows how to make these indirect lenses. All of a sudden. So what we probably want to do is go mining soon, because we'll probably need some stuff. You're not far off. Yeah, so I definitely want to go mining for some glowstone. Wait, do I have a glowing bee? Do I have a glowing bee? I feel like I've got a glowing bee. But I haven't got any glowing comb. Gold. Gold. Iron. I could have sworn that I'd made one. Neon cuckoo, green carpenter, digger, that one's empty. Yes, I do have a glowing bee. I just never put glowstone in here. Yeah, so I need to get some glow. I don't know why you were angry at me. 30% armor, max health, 21% speed, 8 mana regen. I think that's still better. Yeah, I don't know why I never put that in there. So you're gonna get I could get the amount of those. If I read the amount of that, variable. I want a reader. Block reader. And then I want a variable store. And what are you called? Logic programmer. Logic programmer. And then I want a writer. A redstone writer. Right. Tile entity, biome, light level, block. Tile entity, MBT. Maybe it's an inventory reader. Yeah, I think it might be an inventory reader I need, actually. Oh, you didn't do... Easy... Villagers, config... Yeah, I think it's this. Inventory full, inventory not empty. Fill ratio? Okay, so you... Hang on. Fill ratio. Part offsets. No. Is inventory count, slots filled, fill ratio. Yeah, it's not you. Target side. Audio reader, block reader, entity reader, extra dimensional, fluid reader. Okay, it's a fluid reader. That might be entirely too many buckets. Block reader, inventory reader, fluid reader. Right, fluid fill ratio. And you're a number between 1 and 5, so you 0.1. And then greater than if the fluid fill I wonder if my thing that normally sets the music has failed again. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for letting me know. So if the fluid fill ratio is greater than 0.1, and then strong and then basic pipe, and I think you're just a basic pipe. And you are on when powered. So let's go and grab a load of glass bottles. And we throw you into there. Okay, so you will keep this 10th full. So you fluid fill ratio, I'm just going to grab this one. Greater than, if the fluid fill is greater than this, so yeah, if you are greater than that, variable 6 and 4, variable 6, variable 4, variable 3, variable 4, variable 5. On when powered. And you are off when powered. So as soon as you start... Oh, the misery. So you are on when powered. You are on when powered. %10 is 3.2 buckets, so you're not going to empty. And you're going to keep emptying. Sweet. Nice. Okay, that will stop that from completely messing up. Right, what were you trying to make in the Atomic Forge? You can get particle collided. But actually, have you... We can begin this research. Entertainment. I definitely need a load of glowstone, though. So let's go and grab... So let's go and grab a load of glowstone. Do. Glowstone, please. there's some. Ow. That's because I was holding shift. Right, this way. Hey, showing the attack. Oh, a ghast. After... Hey, Mimo. I didn't bring any... I didn't bring any rockets with me, so... I could do with you coming down a bit. Okay, well, we got at least one ghast here out of it. I would like an egg, but that's probably not gonna happen. And I think I've lost that other ghast. I think it must have despawned. There's your chicken, by the way, Mamo. You asked for a chicken to be distributed a while ago, so there it is. Hopefully nothing bad will happen to it. So I need iron and motors. Motor... How many motors did we want? quarter of a stack. Iron ingot. I need to do something with all these decrepit flanges. Possible diamond sword of thinking. How are you compared to this? Not as good. Okay. So we could make these things with that, but that's really expensive. We kind of do want to collide them. So the Heisenberg compensator is this. So a super AI chip is Duratim or an advanced computing engines, or an unholy intelligence. I don't particularly want to make... Refining lava is sulfuric acid, shoal fire, and strange matter. Let's actually make these the other way. So a super AI chip is this. And these are this. And these silicon wafers are carbon fiber and silicon. And then silicon... we can get just by smelting surface quartz dust. Right, so you need a pattern provider. And iron. Okay, you don't know how to make iron. Let's go and grab the iron. Out of there. Okay, pattern provider. An import bus. And we need glass cable. Now, where is going to be the best way of getting a thing over to you? Probably here. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just go here and pattern provider. Okay, what's going to be the easiest way? Probably this way. Like that. Is that right? Yeah. So, can we craft a Heisenberg compensator? Are you going to craft one, or is that full? Right, hang on. Heisenberg compensator. I mean, coal? Allows crystalline flour to be placed on top of it. And then, well, I definitely need some coal. Can I not do anything with this? Crystalline looking box allows crystalline flour. Crystal flour? So this block of coal gear is completely useless. let's grab some. Can I use this? Can I use charcoal? If I make charcoal dust. Because these carbon fiber strands. It has to be coal dust. So how can I get coal? I need coal comb, which comes from a coal bee, which is a magmatic bee and a leaf cutter bee. I've got one of these. I mean, magmatic bee. Needs a nether brick nest. Alright. Okay, let's go and get a magmatic bee. Jillian, did you awake in the overworld or did you awake in the nether? You were in the nether. Oh, that is fallen quite a bit further than I expected. Ah, I didn't want to fall down there, but I guess we did. Yeah, a bunch of nickel. Right, let's go and put this nest down. And in fact, let's put it close to my other one. We fell quite a way, so... Yeah, there's an ad running, so I'm just going to grab this B while the ad's running. Nothing particularly interesting. Oh, where the hell are you? There you are. There we go. So I got the magnetic bee. I got a leaf cutter as well, and that's going to give me a coal bee. It's going to break you. Are you? Is that what's maybe eating all the power? His incubator's not it. Maybe it's just this that just eats power. So a coal bee needs a block of coal, so we're going to need to get some coal anyway. So let's go. I'm just going to go this way for a little bit. Until we see some coal, basically. And you can all go there. Got a feeling that there's no coal at this level. Just a thought. Oh no, no, that's antimony. Okay, let's go this level. And we see that's aluminium. Aha, there we go. Coal. No, not this way. Still not finding a great deal of coal. At least it's meaning that I'm drinking a lot of the honey. Prosperity ores. Fluorite is basically unbreakable. 100 and something blocks. I've probably got enough. I quite like to find some more coal, but this is fine. I'll head back. Okay, we sort you by count. Stone. Can we clear? Put you into there. There we go. Sorted. And we could probably compress some more in there, you know. In fact, we can probably do this. If we do that, that compresses you down quite a bit. Soul the odd smelling, sure. You're a wolf. And I guess we've filled up on the wheat again. Right, coal. Or I need this because I need a coal block. I don't need the incubator really. So there's the leaf cutter. Does a magmatic bee give me anything? Magmatic. Produces magmatic comb. With nether warts or magma blocks. Feeding slab. And then a magma. You can go there, and you can go there. So the magmatic bee will create us some magmatic comb. Let's make us magma cream. Nice. I'm just gonna take a brief break. So, you know, if you need a break, now's the time. So I will catch you shortly. Alright, okay, we're back. So we can install you. So you need how many flux gates? 16. Flux gates. 64 Energite. And ion. Ion thrusters. How many of those? Half a stack. Oh, do I have enough for the... Not quite, we need those. Oh hey, we managed to craft one of these. Which means this works. Are you going or are you stuck? No, you're running. You're running. And you're doing nickel gems? Am I gonna have to make you blocking? Because I'm hoping you're making 3 nickel ingots. Alright, we don't need to make you blocking. You need tier machines can now create tier 5 and tier 6 machine cores. Oh, a nuclear reactor. Orotech reactors are a great way to generate large amounts of power. The reactors custom the interface. Reactors generate power by consuming uranium or plutonium pellets. Reactors significantly cooled. Yeah, we're probably alright. Promethium pickaxe. Promethium battle axe. Eh, could be alright. So we're still trying to get this stuff. So prismarine crystal shards are prismarine crystals capable of channeling power over. They can be obtained by breaking a prismarine crystal using an aquamarine steel pickaxe. So I need aquamarine steel. So let's start with this. So we need. I think we're good with. I think we're good with Orotech at the minute. I'm not going to go down the particle accelerator route quite yet. But I think we're good. So, and we have abominable energy because we just acquired some. How many of these do we need? Just one. That's hostile neural networks. That, I mean, is not a terrible idea. Can we craft any of this stuff? Infinitely compressed circuit board. I mean, we probably will want a nuclear reactor to power the what's it? Right, echo shards, an elytra. Oh, you can crash a saddle into a feather. That's quite neat. So we can start researching that. Because I think if we can do that, then we can go and find an ancient city. And we're probably pretty good at smacking a warden. We could probably go and give a warden a really good smack. Famous last words. You're 11 damage. 5, 7. I think if we... Hey, maybe. How are things? Knockback. Knockback on breaking 3. What's the damage on you now? 13 still. Where's the AI? I mean, it's probably not bad. It's probably you know, about here. That's the brain. We're working towards a particle accelerator at some point, but I'm gonna need to make a bit of a space before I start smashing particles together. You're an AI convert now. It's a short sharp shrift from there to, I know, being an NFT bro or something, you know, because it's where they all went. They were all on the NFT range, and then they've gone to the AI side. Night vision, come on, night vision. So I need 4 lenses, 8 glowstone, and 8 lamps. Lens. glowstone. And then lamp. Yeah, so how's Bailey hired? How's it getting on? Can I interest you in crypto? Can you actually buy crypto? Certainly, like PayPal for a while took off the crypto buying. I don't think they've put it back yet, because you used to be able to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I think you can't. I think you still can't buy it. I built so much shit and done a bunch of housework whilst it works. Yeah. Are you just have you got a crew going, or are you just like an agentic system, or are you just throwing stuff at Claude or GPT-5 and just letting it go? Single Claude through the CLI, giving it a change at a time, and then reviewing the output. I mean, this is where agentic can come in, because then what you could do is you could get an agent whose job it is to review the output, and then push the output of that back into the original system, so that it's already been through a cycle by the time you come to do it. But yeah, just get a crew or something. Like, have a look at Google's ADK, the Agent Development Toolkit, or Pydantic AI is pretty good as well for doing that sort of thing. And then crew AI is interesting. But yeah, yo bitch, check your work. I haven't had a chance to have a look at how GPT-5 yet. Yeah, I think it's going to suck at generating complex UIs. I think what you could potentially do with that, though, is have it, if you give it the image of the UI, get it to generate the UI, and then run the UI and take a screenshot, and then feed the screenshot back into it, so it can actually see what it looks like when it's actually rendered. Because yeah, to it, it's just text. But if you can feed the screenshot back in, it can at least see what a mess. Oh, it's already doing that. It's running the server, viewing it, and then generating the images and validating it. Oh, there you go. Clearly, it's just bad at UI. Times like that, you then want to, just fine tune it to, be a really good React or Nest or whatever. You got doing the bulk, and then you're doing things step by step. Yeah, step by step, multi-shot type of things is usually the safest way, because then you can also protect it from just going nuts and dropping all your database tables or whatever. But the question is, are you hitting those 10,000 lines of code that you're supposed to be able to do? Because unless you're hitting 10,000 lines of code, are you really doing it? You know? Yeah, but that's only 10. That's only 10 lines of code. You need to be 1000x. That's clearly what you need to be, 1000x. Me, I'm just barely a programmer these days. It's usually easier just to tell other people how to do it. Why is it taking you so long? Why are you stuck? You're not stuck, you're just taking time. Let's go and grab a speed add-on for this. Speed add-on. I need more crafting CPUs before I can do that. I can't cancel you fast enough. Oop. And then Minecraft crashed. Null pointer exception. AE key formatting the amount. Yeah. I was pissing about in AE. I need AI in crypto. Yeah, that's evidently what it needs. Just a load of AI, load of crypto in there. Just throw in some NFTs. And whatever's next, you know, when we get bored of AI. AI 2.0, yeah. Could probably throw some vectors in there, some RAG. Get a RAG database going. AI on the blockchain, yeah. NFT AI. No, don't do it. Don't do it all written in TypeScript. Anything but that. Jeez. I can get behind it being written in Rust. And I'll grant you that most blockchain stuff is written in TypeScript-esque. TypeScript in Rust. TypeScript in Rust, okay. Crypto Rust. Rust NFT. Just get the AI to write some Rust. Agentic Rust, crypto, NFT, AI. All on the interplanetary file system. Publish all your code. Forget GitHub, right? Just publish all your code to the interplanetary file system, and every commit is cryptographically signed by a contract. That's the way to do it. Well, like if you're just going to commit directly to the blockchain, your gas fees will be insane. That's why you commit to the interplanetary file system. It's got to be affordable to lure people in. No, you don't. You don't have to be an alien. You can come from whatever country you want. It's interplanetary. $10K. Yeah. Yeah. Just wait for me on the latest series of Dragon's Den. I'm gonna get Peter Jones on it. He loves crypto apparently. At least according to all the ads on Twitter, you know, they were telling me it was all about crypto. Right, are you crafting that? Are you still crafting nickel? Okay, you're crafting electrum. Mick, no. Oops. Small. Oh, right, okay, you just turn into those. Yeah, you can see on unimportant projects, companies see that as a hey, can do more work, but I see it as a hey, can do more non-work. Yeah, I mean, like the worry everybody has is it replacing developers, and that's what companies are doing with it at the minute. They're just going like, oh yeah, I don't need all these developers. And the problem is it makes it more difficult for your junior devs to come in, and it means that your senior devs, well, they're a dying breed at that point because you don't have any juniors coming up. So you're taking out the bottom. Yeah, and you have to what you have to be doing is start encouraging people how to use it safely, and understand, you know, what the big thing as well is understanding where your data are going and what's happening with your data. So like understanding what it's being trained on and where that training has come from. I think people don't quite respect that at the minute as well. Not understanding that all the information is coming from somewhere. It's got to come from somewhere. And the other problem is as well, it will tend towards the average. AI will tend towards the average because it's trained on an average. And the average of code is shit. You lose that tail. And then it starts training on other AI code, and yeah, then it just goes. Then you've just got it training on junk. And at some point someone's got to sort the tripe from the good stuff. And course, if you've not trained people in how to actually program, they're just going to be accepting AI. Or you get it marking its own homework, in which case that leads to all sorts of security issues. Just said to me, the critical issue is that we violated our own Claude MD rule about TDD. We have 0 tests. Yeah. See, it doesn't even respect its own rules. Oh, you do have tests. And that's the other big thing about the context. It will tend to. It doesn't have tests for the components it just made. Well, then you're not doing TDD. You're doing just whatever driven development. Yeah, just vibing. Why even think that you're doing TDD if you're just vibing? You know? If you're doing VDD, you know, vibes driven development, maybe that's what's going on. But that reminds me, you know, the quote I saw. You know, I want AI to do my cooking and laundry so that I have more time to do my art, rather than having AI do my art so I have more time to do my cooking and laundry. Right, finally, speed. Add-on. It's that BioSteel. Now, let's go to sleep. Right, sleep in the hammock. So you clean, think the opposite spend too much time at commute. I mean, I do anyway. You know, but at that point you could be doing other things. Because you don't have to do the cooking, cleaning, because an AI's covered that for you. These things. These are Certus quartz. And this is Entro. So that's how you get Certus quartz crystal these days. So kind of like, yeah, you just mine them. So they're kind of like budding amethyst. So after budding amethyst got introduced, AE2 used that as its new way of getting, because what you used to do was have to craft some crystals, and then you have to craft the you used to have to craft the seeds, and you had to put them in water and then wait 20 minutes. Oh, it was a pain. I don't want to go back to those days. Right, Foundry. Speed add-on, sure. You, I'm not bothered about fighting you. Alright, sleep. Right, what are you missing? Coal. I'm missing coal. I've got coal comb. There we go. You have 32 items every 5 ticks. I guess this is just not fast enough. What we could probably do, let's take the 2 speed upgrades out of there and put it into there. Because, like, these I don't have, like, a ton of, like, combs for those. God, I just admire how cool Oratech is. Let's make you 256. Okay, we should have... Okay, we've got coal going in there. Did you craft the lenses you needed? No. Cool, you can craft these lenses. These lenses are good. I want you to craft these. Maybe I need to get you up a bit at some point. I just love the noises in this area. I love the noises in this area, how this thing's going, crafting these lenses. And away it goes. Right, 8 of those, 8 of those, 8 of those. There we go, night vision. Should teach you how to make those iron thrusters at some point. But we want, let's grab our compass. It's a nature's compass. Ancient. Maybe it doesn't want to be. Let's grab the explorer's compass. Ancient city. Okay, there's quite a way. That should be enough. Oh, we got the play for 50 hours quest. Chorus inhibitor is one that we don't have, and grab a flawless ballast gem. I've spent a long time doing this. Ooh, a stack upgrade. Right, 2,500. In this wintry forest. It's very, very white. Ooh, snowy badlands. Slowly generating and loading in. Just gonna stop briefly and just let it fill in. Slowly but surely. Yeah, what's this? Is this just a village? Let's just go over to this village. Blast protection. Another infinite ham. Jeez, that's so loud. I don't need more bee cages. Sure, we'll take... I don't need the seeds. Don't shut the door on me. Ooh, a holy locket. Also, just the fact that builds all the stories, tests, etc. is a huge win. Say it's rebuild an old Express API with nothing, just pure JS code. Two toggle models. Holy Ball in red holiness mode steals 16% of the healing from visible enemy entities, transfers it to the relic, deals damage equal to the healing received by the relic's wearer. And there's a necklace. That's the necklace slot. That's the head slot. Iron gear, throw that into there. Three armor. Let's do that. I think the boots that I've got are just better at the minute. Give your full Nest project good standards, complete endpoint validation, OpenAI, Bruno collections. It is getting kind of scary, but also kind of impressive. Like, just a random trident, sure. Ooh. Pulsating alloy. I think I'm still good with my pick. Shield scroll. Potato recovery, storing some paper, another iron gear. Bane, replenishing, pulsating paper. I will take the rune stone and a magic missile scroll. Right, let's carry on back onto our going and finding stuff. In this village, do you have a waypoint? Have you got a waystone? Because stealing a waystone actually might be a solid idea. Why are you all out? Go back into your beds. Oh hey, it's the Pope. Another priest. Maybe we'll have to do it with Tempad. Nope, this one's got one. Yoink. How far are we? 1200? Wing of the Wild Stalker. Performing a double jump puts the player into elytra flight mode. Pressing the jump key again triggers a forward dash of 4 blocks. Up to 2 consecutive dashes can be performed. Wait, so do you just work like elytra? Oh, that's quite nice. Sir. The expert cloud watcher. Right, where am I? Where did this go? Where did you put me? And why? What is so making this so laggy? Yeah, that really just didn't help. Why is there an Enderman? Yeah. Coarse dirt. Random diamond helmet. Little pillager output. Little pillager out place as a treat. Onion, compressed stone, don't care, don't care. Sure, we'll take the potato, we'll take these. We'll take that. And then you are 500 this way. Steppy? No Steppy. Little Drigme. You just got a message from BHVR, the creator of DBD. Which is DBD? Weirdly, just as I launched DBD. Oh, Dead by Daylight. Nice. It's always good to have that in place. Especially if they'll give you if they're gonna help pay for building it. Yeah, making like that's your main, that hustle is so important these days. Like half the battle is just doing the legwork, and if you've got that down pat, you know, that's half the battle won. And that, or if you've got someone who can do it for you. 50. Yeah. Now you've got Claude to do that for you. Just. But remember, it's only a short step from there to, you know, if you love him so much, why don't you marry him? And then Then someone will marry an AI, and then the world's gone mad. Look, you know, I think that marriage is between a human and a human. I'm just saying. I don't think AIs should be getting married. I just should put it out there as being robophobic. That's probably going to come back to bite me, like in 20 years. Frostfire Caves. Oh. That I wasn't expecting. But that is a pretty decent sized city. That is a pretty decent sized city. Okay, chest over there. Chest over there. Another one there. We just head home. I want Silk Touch on you. I'm breaking. I'm not bothered about mending. Maybe I am bothered about mending. Let's grab mending. Poisoning. Right. And chanting. It's kind of funny that that wasn't enough. Punishing, Bane, storing, potato. Yeah, none of those are Silk Touch. Okay, we're gonna have to do that thing where we compress everything again. You. Wax, yeah, wax can go in there. Right, there we go. Maybe... Nope, down another one. I'm your Wonderwall. I don't need the compasses anymore. Club just saying this, so they broke, yeah. That's the thing, you know, just Ixwen the non-suspicious. Well, that doesn't sound suspicious. Where? There you are. I want Silk Touch. Silk Touch, please. Efficiency, Temptation. Fortune, Efficiency, Unbreaking, Temptation. Alright, okay, we'll go with that. Because that's quite the hoe. That is not what I wanted. I'm gonna grab a load of wool. Oh, nice! You sorted your life out when you Let's grab all these emeralds. Nice, Fortune 3. That's actually pretty decent on that librarian. Right, wall. Okay, head back to this ancient city. Okay, where? Spirit Plunder. Keeps extra spirits when shattering a soul. Also, what are these? Chthonic Gold. Oh, nice. That's a coal geode. And a gold geode? Also, there's a distinct lack of nice. There's a Silk Touch pick and yeah, there's a distinct lack of skulk sensors and stuff like that around. Sure, we'll take that. Couple of potions of regen. Skulk Catalyst. I will take that pick. Because that seems like a good pick. At least it's purple, so, you know. You can go in there, you can go in there. We'll keep that axe. Just in case I need the wool. Oh, there's another one. Mending book, a name tag. another one there. Coal is good. Maybe these boots. 3 and 2 and swim speed and health. Oh, that was potentially a mistake. This is a really weird city. I thought that was a enchanted lead for a minute there. Wow, somehow we're Wednesday are winning. Swift sneak. Dragon's Breath. We definitely want that. Oh, geez. Oh, this one's problematic. Magic Mirror. That's a really good Magic Mirror as well. And we definitely wanted some of that stuff. Okay, 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 this is fine. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, I think that's okay. Okay. Hmm. This is a really... There's a shrieker over there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Interesting library. Okay, Warden draws close. Hey, copy of other side. Mm. There's a broken portal there. That's some pretty good leggings. They are somewhat better. Oh, kind of want to trigger the warden so I can grab him. There we go, he emerges. He's a little tougher than I was expecting. So let's just leave. We just go. We just leave. I think we got most of what we need there. Bunch of wall. We were certainly after echo shards for the ancient wings. And potentially deep shelves later. So let's just get all this stuff away. So if you have more than 2 stacks now, think what it is I need to clear out some of these unstackables. Keep those in there. So you are by count, you're by count. Slime, maybe? We can definitely clear up that wax there. Yeah, so I think we need to clear up and recycle a bunch of that armor. And also put some stack upgrades in some of these, so... Let's teach you to make stack upgrades. Game, please. Game, please. Please, game. Oh, I know what we did. I accidentally hit the number 2 button on my keyboard. Causing it to think that I was trying to use my other keyboard. My other machine. Presumably I can fragment you there. And then molecular. Let's just make a bunch of these. That was like trying to make 10,000 minus 1,000 of these. Yeah, no. Let's just cancel you. For the minute. So we can cancel both of those. And then these are at least easy. Can we make like 10 patterns? Let's grab another pattern provider. Okay, you... Make me 10 of these. Iron... I'm missing 18. Why are you only doing 5 at a time? Hang on, let's grab blaze rods. I don't have any blaze rods. It's the fuel is not good enough, so this wax is just not good enough. Maybe. Tier 2, tier 2. Yeah, it's quite a bit of unstackable stuff in there. Anyway, I'm gonna call it there for today. I won't be around tomorrow. And I'm probably gonna skip Tuesdays now. Now that 9 o'clock's done. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I've got to go, so I don't have time to do the McDull today. But yeah, interesting day. And we've got some cool elytra. Are we not? And in fact, it's already ready to be upgraded. Oh god, why are all my bees out? Ow, 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 ow. Why are half of you attacking me? Ah! Oh god, that door's open. That door's broken. Ah! Oh, that's not good. Oh, at least this isn't the server door. Who broke my? How did that door break? How did that door break? Right, hang on. I'm gonna have to just grab as many bees as I can. Okay, any more bees hanging around? You? Any more bees escaped? You have escaped and you have escaped. Oh, there's a digger bee somewhere. I don't know where that digger's gone. There you are. Creepers. Bumblebee, I don't care about so much. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that door. Because it's not like, yeah, it's not like it's exploded. So anyway, right, that'll do it. I think I've rescued most of the bees. I'll probably have to make some new ones. That'll do for now. And we say thank you for watching. And let's go raid somewhere. Who's live that we're following? Go over to Surge. Go say hi over there. I'll catch you later.